Maybe I'm like a pickle. I'm like a preserved.
He is a clone. He's not real so.
Either that or they have incredibly advanced medical technology.
Are you Mrs. Dean Goldberry?
Yes.
I'm gonna open the door. You fill in the gaps.
Roll to open the door. That a woman of my stature is going to have to dumpster dive for my own stuff of which you stole.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I am no one of consequence.
What makes you guys need walls this thick?
Things that would tear through thinner ones. It's quite an interesting Loomis you have there.
Let's just say it's magic.
As you can tell by the pleasant atmosphere, welcome to the Outskirts. In this society, everything begins and ends with your ability to invent.
You have given me a reason to destroy the city itself.
Everybody, welcome back to the Odd Campaign. This is Season 3, Episode 14. I am Quentin, the GM here, ready to rock and roll and rumble with my cast and crew who are going to introduce themselves as soon as I finish talking. Go!
Hi guys, I'm Snow and I play Snow the podcast. She is the leader of the Odd Guild alongside with her faithful wolf companion, Nachia, who is the king. That's right, Nachia. Thank you so much. And take it away, boy. Perfect.
Hi, I am RL, and I play Alias. She is a swashbuckler. She wields two... She wields a dual guns and a Gladys sword. Gladius,
because Gladys is a person's name.
Gladys is a person's name.
She wields a Gladius sword, and I guess she's kind of awkward.
You think? What gives you that impression?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that she hasn't had that much social interaction with a lot of people in her lifetime, and most of her life has been taken up by academics.
I thought she was a spy. What kind of spy just spends time with academics?
Studying to be a spy. Duh.
She's failing at that.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniel, and I play Daniel. I am the resident cleric and healer of the group, and perhaps try and replicate a jetpack or something that looks like it's out of an anime.
Woo! And I'm Mohit. I play Sal, the resident screw up of the group. Sal's in an adventure, bodily transformations and whatnot. We'll find out.
Is this what puberty's like?
Is this what puberty's like?
It's just puberty. Yep. I don't think you know what puberty is.
Hey guys, my name's Wilson. I am the resident cavalier and second in, I'm the right-hand man of Snow. I can't be second because that's the lieutenant, but I ride Angus here. He's a great horse, and we are currently outside the city limits. That's pretty interesting. We just gave a child ice cream. Hi, I'm Selena. I am the resident druid of the group, and I can finally breathe thanks to modern day medicine. So let's jump into this episode.
Beautiful.
And without further ado, we are going to hop in right where last episode left off. So, my dear players, I am actually going to jump in with Snow real quick and try and get her back into the town so that the party's not split for almost the entire episode. Whammin'.
Yeah.
When last we left off, you were in a ramshacked, shabbily put together metal bunker, currently in the company of Sebastian, Winfred, and Oliver just left.
Well, Selena, I'm glad you're doing much better.
Thank you, everybody. I'm really glad that you were able to help. Now that I have this Snow, and she kind of shakes what looks similar to an inhaler in her hand.
now that I have this, I feel comfortable going back in the city and meeting back up with everybody.
Are you sure?
Whether or not she is, you really best be getting back. We don't want them to know you've left for too long.
No, we've left. They didn't even know who we were.
You'd be surprised.
Don't say it like that. That's kind of creepy.
Anyways, why don't we head back a similar way we came?
Through poop? Okay.
Yeah, that's the only way that we'll be able to fit Angus.
How is he going to jump up and through? Okay.
Unless you want to go through the front gates.
I'm just trying to figure out how a horse is supposed to jump up 10 feet in the air through a rectangular-ish hole.
Yeah, I don't really see how this is going to work either, my guy.
I can reduce person or creature on him and make him smaller.
See, Selena, I would say at this point, you could have done that this entire time, but I realized that you were in a position where you were not feeling up for it.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't breathe. So, maybe magic casting wasn't the best idea at that point. But now that I can, I feel comfortable. And if you need, I can get Bob's your uncle to help.
Excuse me? What?
Yeah.
Wilson, did I hear her right? Did you just say Bob's your uncle?
Yeah. Snow, is that your uncle?
It's not my uncle. Is it your uncle?
It's not my uncle.
Whose uncle is this?
I know a Bob, and he's an uncle, but...
So is he your uncle, Sebastian?
No, he's not my uncle.
Selena, whose uncle is this?
Oh, no, it's an orangutan.
Snow pauses for a very long time and is just going to stare.
I'm pretty sure that Summon Nature's Ally summons a different creature every time you summon it, and it's not the same one. But I like to think they are and name them.
Bob's your uncle.
Oh, just this one, yeah.
Why specifically Bob's your uncle?
I don't know.
You just did?
I have an uncle named Bob, and he has really long arms.
But when you say Bob's my uncle?
Well, I suppose.
Okay, that's fine. Why are we summoning Bob's your uncle?
Oh, I'm just saying he could lift Angus if we had any issues.
Fair point. All right, so Sebastian, I guess we'll be heading back into the city then.
All right.
Winfred, if Oliver needs more bread, just let me know.
Oh, no, with what you gave him, he should be good for about 2 weeks.
That's not okay.
Oh, but you gave him a litany of rolls.
That's a litany?
That's probably the most the child's ever seen in one place.
There's a small tear that runs down Snow's cheek.
So, without any further ado, Sebastian does begin leading Snow, Lucia, Wilson, Angus, and Selena all back the way they went.
And Bob's your uncle, excuse you.
Bob's your uncle's not out yet.
And Bob's your uncle will be out.
Bob's your uncle may not be needed. It depends. Because I do believe that reduced person decreases the weight of the thing by 4 stages if it's going from large to medium. So Angus only weighs around about 200 pounds. So after making your way back through the twisting, turning, ramshackled houses, shabbily put together with the charred wood, metal scraps, and stone, you weave your way through the alleyways, eventually making your way back to the same sewer entrance, going through the painstakingly opened gate, as has previously been described by Sebastian. After walking your way through, you can now see the incoming projectiles just faintly as you are walking, and you are expertly able to dodge what looks like solid masses coming down this stream of water.
Please. No more.
Nothing hits you.
No,
You're able to roll a reflex save.
Snow keeps Wilson in front of her.
Roll a reflex save. Unites
23.
So Snow using Wilson's body to maneuver expertly, and Wilson basically doing some really stupid looking high knees is able to expertly dodge some of these more solidified pieces of unidentified floating mass in this river, in this stream system.
I'm more scared by the fact that they're unidentified.
I mean, do you care to inspect them?
I don't want to.
That's what I thought.
Get me out of here, please.
Selena is also good. I wanted to have her shriek, but she did not roll low on her reflex. No, Chia doesn't care. You all keep walking at your way up, and eventually you do get to the same grate, which is a little bit more difficult because it is 10 feet up, and Sebastian is on the ground, but you do see he climbs a small ladder system, which is built into the wall structure, and is able to, using his mechanical arm, lift the grate out and heave it to the side, though it does make a metal on stone scraping sound as it collides with the ground and is moved to the side.
Snow and Achia will light step up.
Blink, blink. Sebastian just kind of stares enamored at you once again, for last time you blinked, but Nachia jumped down, I believe. So seeing both of you almost instantly transport in such a rapid succession, he is immensely enamored.
You're going to have to explain some of this Loomis witchcraft to me some other day.
It's not witchcraft, it's magic.
What's the difference?
It's the same thing, but witchcraft is technically more evil. Okay. I walk away.
Here, Selena, you mind making Angus a little lighter?
Oh yeah, I'll make him smaller, and we can
And Angus looks very obstinate, as if he does not wish to be shrunk. And then inevitably, though, Selena does kind of calm him, for lack of a better word, and strokes his snout, calming him, feeding him an apple, and then slowly you do see him shrink till he's about the size of a golden retriever.
Snow walks back, realizing that she just walked away from everybody who's down below still, and so she will have Nichia hold on to the back of her while she leans down to grab people.
And on this day, Snow said, "Let there be light," and actually walked back to us.
Sorry.
Yeah, Snow, I don't mean to alarm you, but your dancing lights were starting to fade back here because you were walking away.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Here, there's just more light. Pass me Selena.
I can climb up on my own.
No. If you get hurt, your brother's going to kill me.
But there's the ladder right here.
There's a ladder?
Yeah.
Oh, this whole time I've just okay.
And she climbs up the ladder. I described there's a ladder. That's how he got the grate up.
I ignored the ladder.
And eventually, via various modes of transportation, with Wilson strapping Angus to his back and climbing up the ladder, you all manage to get into the internal workings of the wall once again. Following the curvature in the reverse direction that you did last time, you also find yourself in front of that same bit of metal siding which Sebastian pushes and slides out of the way.
Wilson, how does it feel to be able to carry your own horse?
Wrong.
It's reversed.
I wonder if I can get him a lance. And, well, he's not that small.
He's just a medium, so you can't be his mount.
That's true. If she casts enlarge person on me, we can have a horse riding a man.
God. Do it.
Do it.
Maybe if they don't really know what magic is, it wouldn't be a good idea to have a miniature horse riding a large man in the middle of town.
I would advise against drawing such attention to yourselves.
That's a fair point, but when we get out of here, you're going to do that.
We already have our very own artist on her way to doodle this sketch for us all, so we may enjoy horses riding men.
But it's a stick figure horse.
Oh, absolutely. I don't expect anything more than this. Eventually, you do all make your way. And did your character know that they were heading to the archive previously to obtain those things, I believe?
I think we talked about meeting back up at the hospital. I knew they were going to get their stuff.
Yeah, I would assume we would meet back at the hospital.
Yes, I do recall now that you said we should meet back at the hospital.
So that's where she would go.
All right. After Sebastian has a brief conversation with Wilson seems to have given directions how to get back to the hospital. And before closing the hatch behind him, it seems as if Sebastian will no longer be escorting you, but rather is going to go back to the outskirts after having advised Wilson how to get back to your dedicated meeting place.
Oh, Sebastian.
Yes.
Where can we find you? Like, in the outskirts, I assume?
I'm around. I'm not too hard to find. I do work at the mines. If you need me, I have a work shift there. Outside of that,
you're around.
I'm around. If you remember this location, please try not to divulge the information of its whereabouts, but if you're in desperate need, you can come here, and normally someone is stationed. They will know how to get in contact with me.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for all your help.
And he slowly slides the metal panel back into place, and you hear a...
All right, Wilson, it's time to use our Loomis abilities and make these people wowed.
What?
Before that, let's go meet our friends.
I thought we were told to not draw attention to ourselves.
If we want to take down the government and get people bread...
Solely
just
bread.
Saying, just bread.
I was always told that man should not live on bread alone, but...
And ice cream.
Oh, now, no one ever said anything about bread and ice cream, so I think we can make a pass on that one, yeah.
There we go.
Eventually, you all do make your way back to the Department of Medical Assistance. And would you just stand outside, or would you go into the internal waiting room?
Stand outside.
Right. And you are just standing by as the bustling street is bustling, with cars going to and fro. The flying machines, which you now understand to be known as the air drifters, dot the skyscape. And people are all about their average day.
Man, I hate cities.
And we're going to fade over to the other individuals who are stuck in what is known as just a dingy basement as far as you're all concerned.
I assume we are still looking for Alias's stuff.
How long have we been looking?
You have been looking for about 40 minutes.
Can I roll to see if I find anything that I think would be useful?
Anything useful? Sure.
I see this going nowhere good.
What would that be? Perception?
Sense motive?
Thank you for your character sheet.
Yeah, just take it from me, why don't you? Lovely for you to ask.
He does.
So for you, it would just be perception, because you do not have knowledge engineering or appraise, which are generally the things that I would say net you more information as about what does what. You are able to see what is around you, but whether or not it is of any value or practical use is up to you to determine.
It's a 24 roll.
Okay. So you see all manners of various cloaks and cowls and caps, cans, anything that you can think of that... which thing were you looking for again?
Chainmail?
So yes, everything that begins with a C and everything under the C is here. Literally. There's a giant C sign hanging from the wall by a chain, and it just has the letter C on it, and there are just baskets and bins of things. There is a strange device, which seems like it has a handle and a little pull lever, and it seems to have a chain wrapped around a really long extended bit.
Interesting.
Daniel, you want to roll knowledge engineering on that?
Right away.
I have no idea what it is, but it intrigues me.
Alias is picking up a mechanical device. No idea what it is.
But it intrigues her.
But it intrigues her.
Smart things to do if you want to keep your hands. Alias, you might not want to put that in your hands if you don't know what it does.
Why not? I put many things in my hand that I don't know what they do. You have to learn what they do. That's how you learn to do things with the things that you have in your hands. Did you just pick up a pencil and magically know how to write? No, you had to learn how to use it.
Yes, but a pencil isn't going to cut off your hands. Also, I rolled a 29 for knowledge engineering.
Does anyone remember what the boxes I gave Sal were called? The name.
The name of the box?
Yes. I need the name.
No.
No.
I just thought they were magic boxes.
He just put down magic box.
Did you actually just write down magic box?
Yeah. But I'm whilst Alias is looking for stuff, I would like to also look for stuff.
Does anyone want anything specific that they can think of?
I do.
What are you looking for?
I want to look in the G section,
for
the I section,
for
and the S section.
He doesn't know.
But
I'm looking for guitar strings.
Okay.
Magical guitar strings.
Okay, I thought for a second you were going to go G, I, Joe section.
Yeah, Joe section. Yeah. Because G for guitar, I for instruments, and S for string. That's C. I'm thinking.
He's got them big brains.
Mohit, wouldn't it just be alphabetized by guitar or string?
Well, that's why he's going to guitar G's first.
Yeah.
And working his way down.
He's looking for that
just in case he doesn't see the guitar.
Looking for that G string.
That is immediately what I thought.
I told you he wasn't as innocent as we thought.
I have something written down.
You think I'm innocent?
Aerveldum.
Aerveldum is the city.
No, there's not a D in this one. Aerveldum retractor.
Oh, the Aerveldum retractor.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that's the little repelling grappling hook thingy that Millicent uses.
Okay, gotcha. What about wait. What about dilapidated metal? Is that it?
It's not the name of the box now.
Immensely destroyed stuff.
No.
Walking cane.
Close, but no.
Rod with copper wire. Legs.
Legs?
just legs.
Isn't this everything
Just
you're
legs.
carrying on you right now?
Yes.
Nice.
Some legs.
So you all make your way through. Daniel, you recognize with your knowledge engineering that Alias is looking enamored and proclaims, I don't know what this is. And you look at it for a split second and you sigh and think, it's a chainsaw.
Oh.
It looks
Daniel's thinking to himself,
interesting.
oh no. I can see where this is going and I don't like it. Alias?
Maybe if I...
No,
Pull
put it down,
What?
please, for the sake of your fingers.
Excuse you?
That is
Okay, Daniel, I respect you. I mean, a moderate amount. But, I mean, for you to just come over here after flirting with that girl or whatever and thinking that you can tell me what to do? Like, you're my dad. You are not my dad. You are not my father.
Is that a hint of jealousy? Yeah, I was about to say, is that a hint of jealousy I hear?
And Daniel, the character,
Maybe.
is far too dense to understand that.
She does not put it back.
No, Alias, that is a chainsaw. And if handled incorrectly, that could cut things off of you and would make it very difficult to reattach them.
Well, maybe I just don't touch the sharp bits. A sword could cut you. You don't tell me to be careful with my guns. I know how to use those. Do you think I am an idiot?
Yes, but you also don't know how to use a chainsaw, given the fact you didn't know what it was.
Says the girl who pointed her guns at somebody.
That is because it looks like a weird chainsaw, okay? If it looked like a regular chainsaw, I would have been able to tell. But it looks kind of funky.
Daniel is going to think about what Russian chainsaws could possibly look like and how they might be different than normal chainsaws.
I'm going to keep it. I want to name it Bertha.
Real quick, just as another thing, you do see that there is a little tag on the chainsaw. It's got like a little string with a little like cardboard attachment to it.
She takes it off and tosses it.
Okay, amazing.
Man. And can she put it into her inventory?
Oh, well, okay. So as you are fiddling with the chainsaw and tear off the tag, you just hear the similar metal clinking on cement and then the steam compression and then the gears whirring up. And then all of a sudden you see Millicent in your aisle. Hey, please. What was Millicent's voice like?
Beautiful. No, it wasn't. It was like.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Yeah, it was basically like, I'm not gonna remember that.
Okay.
Like,
okay. Do you mind not taking tags off things that aren't yours, ma'am?
Can I put it in my inventory?
As you go to do so, she jumps down to the ground.
She wouldn't have time to.
And you put it in your inventory, and then she jumps down. Ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am. Do you mind? And she picks up the tag off the ground. Do you mind returning this?
What are the... She didn't see... did she?
I don't know. Did she? Roll bluff. What are you trying to say?
Returning what?
What was your bluff?
18 plus 8.
The device you just took and hid somewhere magically and shrunk it.
I don't have anything on me.
Well, then where'd this tag come from?
I don't know. Did you not sort something properly?
Oh, Drat, I may not have.
Anyway,
no, I definitely remember putting this back.
We have spent too much time here looking for my stuff. I think it is time that we leave. Boys, is it time for us to leave?
no, I'm finding my stuff.
Fishman? Ish? Sishy?
Yes,
Sishy?
Russian.
I am not rushing to go anywhere. I just think that it would be best that we put our time into something better well spent.
Okay, well, we are putting our time into something that is better well spent. I'm looking for something that's going to mean a lot to
You
me
had
and make me an actual useful
Almost
member,
an hour.
like the guild leader that I am. Okay.
Honestly, we don't have time for this. I need to find my stuff. All of this has been nothing but nonsense.
Oh, trust me. Okay, when we're backed into a corner and when I make my cool guitar, okay, and I'm just saving all of you with the power of music, you'll thank me for the extra hour that we spent here.
Isn't string just like metal cable?
I'm looking for a magic one, though.
Okay, so as
They
you're
don't
down
have-
here, you do see a number of various stringed instruments, things similar to the violin, the viola, the bass, and you do find yourself a guitar. But there doesn't seem to really be a magical one, though there is one that seems like it's, interestingly enough, made out of metal instead of wood. You don't know how the acoustics and the vibrancy of that sounds.
Yeah, I'll take the metal guitar.
But it is time for us to be going. We have spent way too much time here looking for stuff that is apparently not here, Millicent.
Yeah, but then
Wasting
you
our
also took
time.
other things that I knew were here, like what belongs to this tag, I think.
We need to leave. We have not found anything that is helpful to us.
Except all your clothes and your hat and your sword.
Okay. That was my stuff to begin with.
Well, what did you think this place was?
Did you find your armor?
She
No,
never found her chain armor, no.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for. You said, I think, Fishman, do you know where the Emporium is? Someone said it is up there. I think we passed it, but I don't remember.
Yeah. The Emporium is...
Because they said that if my stuff is not here, they would
You asked the right guy. Okay.
They said
To get to the Emporium, I'm speaking. Okay. I'm speaking.
I'm already quiet, man.
To get to the Emporium, we gotta go through the iron I go through the iron door, dodge the fumes, go up 2 flights of stairs, okay? And then we go through the back alley, make a left because it's opposite, and then go up the stairs, and then we're at the Emporium.
Okay, well, can we start heading there? Because we're going to have to beat up with snow soon, and I would really like to find my expensive armor that I procured.
Do I gain experience points for that math?
Yes,
brain
you
power?
do.
Okay.
The immense brain power.
Okay,
Jot down an additional 5 experience points.
Does that push me to level 11?
It pushes you to level 20. You're good. You're going to have to scrap your whole character right into it.
Nice. Okay, I'll do that. Get back to me later.
Great.
Alrighty, we're gonna go.
So, clarifying, the metal guitar you did find, Mohit, your character found, the guitar does not have any strings.
I did write that down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Millicent, it was lovely meeting you, but we really need to be going to find my stuff. It is very much important.
Okay.
So I'm going to be leaving.
Yep.
I'm sure
the
you will...
exit's right up there.
Oh, okay.
And you do see as she repels away, and she goes down to the end of the hallway, and you don't see her anymore.
I suppose we leave the way we came with the platform thingy. Boys, fish, man,
Yes.
are you coming?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Daniel, you just...
Chill.
Daniel also follows Alias onto the platform to leave.
Alright, so if we bend it down to go down, maybe we have to like stand up on like little tippy toes to go up?
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Can you
Everyone-
stand on tippy toes?
Okay. Yep, so all of you are standing on your tippy toes, and as your elevation gets higher due to the platform moving upwards, roll a perception check for me real quick.
31.
28.
26.
Both Ash and Alias do see Millicent over in the back corner. You vaguely hear as it sounds like she's talking, but you don't see anyone there. Daniel, you are able to glimpse ever so faintly that it looks as if she's standing next to a small box, and she is holding what looks to be a red phone that she's speaking into.
Oh dear.
But your platform is moving back to the entrance now.
There is no deer here.
Daniel lets out a long, exhausted-sounding sigh.
Are you tired? You need to take a nap.
I wish that was the only thing I needed to do right now. But it looks like Millicent is talking or was talking with somebody, and I suspect that doesn't mean anything good for us.
She can talk to whoever she wants. It's called free will. You ever heard of it, Daniel?
Well, okay. Consider the fact that we basically just took a bunch of stuff from this warehouse and she left us, and the first thing she does is to call somebody.
And as you're in the middle of your statement, your platform stops at the metal door.
Well, let's just go and try to find the rest of my armor. It was so expensive. I had to grind for days. That is what it is called when you like kill a lot of monsters for money. It's called grinding. Was I told that correctly?
Gamer term.
It is like you kill a lot of monsters and to get a lot of money. That is grinding,
Yes.
right? I did it. I used the right term. Anyway, I would like to retrieve it as soon as possible. So let's get going.
Okay. And as you are at the metal door, right where the platform just stopped, the door opens without any of you touching it.
I don't like this.
Daniel turns to face the door.
And as the door opens, there is an immensely tall figure. You see that his torso is actually cut off by the doorframe, and he has to duck to step in to see you. And he greets you smiling, wide-eyed, with glasses.
I am sorry for getting you away. We are just leaving as well. So Alias will try to wiggle past him. Get
Oh,
out.
I'm in such a rush. I'm actually here to see you three.
And I am actually trying to find my stuff that you guys procured without of my permission.
Oh, that little mishap. Don't worry. It looks like you have most everything here. And the only thing you're waiting on, I believe I have right here for you. and you see this very tall man with short cropped blonde hair. He's currently wearing glasses with blue eyes. He's smiling a very wide smile, which is almost going from ear to ear.
Defensive position.
Immediately takes a defensive stance.
I'm not even defensive position.
It seems as if this man is wearing a very long gray coat. He has like somewhat of a gray suit and tie on, and he has a little pin, and he's offering towards Alias what appears to be your chainmail.
Perception 30, perception and sense motive.
Okay.
I'm going to assist another in sense motive.
As in 18 for sense motive and a 30 for perception.
30 for sense motive. I'm assisting her.
No! Not him! Ooh.
I'm thinking
this
of
man.
Alexander
No.
Anderson from Helsing Ultimate.
Is that Stephen Merchant?
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
What,
All right.
what is my sense motive?
You sense that you can see that is very much your chainmail, and he seems to be giving it to you, but you feel immensely unsettled. You don't know whether or not it is his alarming height and the fact that he had to duck under the 7-foot-tall door frame just to get to you, and it seems like he's standing a head above the door frame still.
Was I able to wiggle out of the door?
No.
Okay.
You don't know whether it's his peculiar height, his unsettling smile, or his gangly figure, all three of which seem immensely unsettling, as he is eerily smiling towards you and offering you that chainmail.
Thank you.
And as you go to take it, he actually has to bend down to look at you somewhat. There you go, lass.
Alias not meeting many people who are taller than her, it is a very, very rare thing. In fact, Grog is one of the only people who she's met that has been taller than her in her entire life. And to meet someone who towers over her with such stature, she is immensely uncomfortable and desperately tries to mask the fact that she is. And I will roll will to mask the fact that she is.
That would be bluff.
Bluff?
Can I?
Yeah, bluff.
Can I assist another in bluff? Does that do anything?
I already have a really high bluff.
Okay, well, I do too. That's why. Yeah, sorry.
Bluff 21 for not being extremely uncomfortable.
What is your base bluff?
18.
Jeez.
I put a lot in bluff.
Well, like I said, I was here to find all three of you. I'm from the Inquirer's office, and it would seem as if two of you recently have had some medical attention.
Did I take my armor?
You did.
I will equip it.
Okay.
It gets equipped under my clothing.
So you take your clothes off?
What? No. Is that how I have to equip stuff?
How do you think you equip something that goes under your clothing outside of
She'll
taking
just put it in her inventory for now and equip it when she can get undressed properly.
Okay.
May I ask why? I mean,
Dearie, that's my job. I'm an inquirer. Well, I'm also a part-time observer, but we need not talk about that here.
And you said your name was what exactly? Daniel, what do we do?
Daniel just shrugs.
Oh my gosh.
My name is Stefan von Lenden.
Oh, and I'm gonna have to roll to see if she remembers to introduce herself the way that she signed the paper.
Sure.
What would that be as a roll? Wisdom?
Will save? Question mark?
Will save?
Will save.
Oh, that's a
will
high.
save.
Can I
because you are
roll
intimidated.
That is 21 will.
Oh, okay.
So she would introduce herself as, and I am, she stretches out her arm shakily. I am Dean Gulberry, and it is a pleasure to meet you.
Of course you are.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just very wide-eyed, the grin never leaving his face.
A bead of sweat rolls down Elias's forehead.
And he kind of takes a step closer and again is looming over you, head tilted downwards.
That looks uncomfortable.
And he, without turning his hunch, he's still hunched over, just turns his head to the side. Not all buildings were made for a man of my stature.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Well, let us go outside, why don't we?
Please, the rest of your accompaniment is actually waiting for you. And he motions out the door.
I'm just in a defensive position. I haven't said a word this whole time. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Sal just has his
guitar in hand.
You're holding the guitar by the neck and like having like the actual like most of the structure of it like behind your back, like you're ready to swing a baseball bat.
No. I'm holding it like I'm about to play the guitar.
Oh,
with no strings.
I have with my wooden one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put that in my inventory. I swapped out. Yeah, with my actual.
Okay, so you summoned an instrument to get your actual guitar, and you're ready to play your instrument on the drop of a beat.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to seduce this man.
You are in a defensive position, holding your wooden guitar, which you just summoned
what
via
is my
summon
carrying
instrument.
Capacity?
Your carrying capacity maximum is 115 pounds.
Oh wait, hold up.
So you are currently
legs. Wouldn't it be 2 legs?
You grab 2 legs, each
so
one.
That's 50, 75.
Right.
I'm good, fam.
Okay.
But
you're moving at half speed right now.
Okay, but I am in a defensive position, sir.
You are in a defensive stance, but you're moving
I have
half
every
speed.
intention of giving 90% of that to Daniel.
Wonderful.
And if not that, then I will sell it to the local blacksmith.
Okay.
And actually earn something for this family.
Sure.
Okay.
So, well, I believe we have what we did come for, so maybe we should start heading out, boys. Why don't we go? And Elias will try to walk out of the doorway.
I will follow in my defensive position.
And he just steps out of the way and allows you to walk through the door.
I will follow them as well.
We will start walking away from the man. Elias looks behind.
Oh, he's following.
As
very closely behind Sal, who is in the back of the pack lugging up all of these heavy metal objects. He is following closely behind you, observing.
Can I naturally gain my strength this way?
No.
So this doesn't work like real world? Okay, sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stefan.
Von Linden.
Stefan. Well, I believe that we could find our compatriots quite well on our own.
But I have great news for all of you. So I'm going to be accompanying you. Because I heard you were all new in town.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes. We recently arrived with our other compatriots.
So I've heard. And that's why I'm here. Don't you worry all.
Lovely.
And he just follows behind, escorting you back to the Department of Medical Assistance, where the main office and building was.
Elias will inch closer to Daniel while they are walking to try and walk as close to him as possible in sort of a defensive way and to protect him if need be.
I like it.
She's very skeptical of this man, also thinks that he has intent to harm them.
Okay.
But why? He works for the government. Oh.
All right. And in a matter of moments after crossing about 2 blocks, you see the rest of your guild. And it looks like Selena is very well and she's standing on her own.
Oh, good. She's better.
Oh, finally. Familiar faces.
And Snow, you see following behind Daniel, Ash, and Elias, an immensely tall gentleman, and that's saying something because you're used to Grog being tall, and this man is similar in height, but seemingly gangly and wiry. He's thin, not as sturdily built, and it just makes his appearance seem very askew.
He's very gaunt?
He seems gaunt. It's hard to tell. He is well dressed, but his clothing is immensely long, and his arms and limbs in general are all very gangly.
Snow nudges Wilson before they get there. Wilson?
Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
Is that an Enderman?
Yeah. It could be. It probably is.
I swear, is this Slender all over again?
It's Slender. Listen, that could also be an Enderman.
I mean, they look one and the same. I mean, this one's well dressed.
We can't call him Enderman. Beginnerman.
Yeah, is that a Beginnerman?
Beginnerman from Build Forge?
Yeah, from Build Forge. Oh, either that or I feel like I'm playing Slender all over again.
Oh, no.
And you just see this immensely tall gentleman wearing glasses, with his blue eyes peering, and it seems like a never-ceasing smile worn on his face, stretching from ear to ear.
Wilson, I feel uncomfortable.
And he's just waving to all the townspeople.
Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, Selena.
Can I go back into the poop? I feel like it would be safer there.
Nope, bring out Bob's your uncle. Make him uncomfortable too.
Why do you want to make Bob's my uncle uncomfortable?
No, I mean this man.
Why do you think Bob's gonna make him uncomfortable?
That brings something that makes people uncomfortable.
In the middle of the city?
Snakes.
Snakes?
Snakes.
God.
Sir, if you don't mind me asking,
So, do you start addressing the gentleman in the back?
yes.
Okay, wonderful. And he comes over after. Oh, yes, that's right. You're walking with him. Sure. What do you say?
The girl who I talked to previously, Millicent, she had mentioned that you have universities that have access to forges and things like that. Is there any way that I'd be able to get into those and use those forges at some point?
Oh, for you, Sikorsky? Absolutely. That's not going to be a problem at all.
She mentioned there was like some sort of proficiency test that need to be taken or something like that.
In order to access some of the higher tiers of the equipment there, you will be granted special privileges due to your status here in the town.
Oh, just because I'm a visitor or something?
Oh no, we've done a thorough and detailed background check on all of you. Don't worry, your identification's almost complete.
Oh, okay.
The what? The what? Excuse me? If we were going actual anime style, his eyes would be closed at all times with the biggest, creepiest smile.
We here at Aerveldum are going to be providing you visitors with some housing and access to all the amenities you need while you're here during your stay.
Well, you know me, and I may not be staying for that too long, so there's no need to worry about that, actually. It's Snow! Snow! Hello!
And you see Alias nervously pacing over to you after
And a little bit sweaty.
the gentleman has been conversing with Daniel.
Snow does not make eye contact. She just turns and looks at Wilson. Hey, Wilson, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Yeah, you look great.
Alias, what is
You're
up
pretty
with
fit. She
the
touches his
gentleman
arm.
over there?
Yep. No, don't look at don't. Just
I'm
don't
not
make eye
looking.
contact.
I'm not.
Nope.
Elias walks straight up to Snow.
Alias, what's going on?
Snow, I am highly uncomfortable with very talking women.
Why are you bringing him here? Please walk away.
Oh, we tried. We can lose him. His legs
Hi. I didn't see you there. I'm so sorry about that.
Really? That's a
Yes.
first. I don't get that very often.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. You're very
Noticeable.
yes. That's a good verbiage. Good descriptions here.
Well dressed.
So I've been assigned to you lot, and I'm going to be watching you here for your stay at Aerveldum, and I have great news for all of you.
News. What
Yes.
kind of news?
Don't you worry. So I heard, Miss Magone, leader of the Odd Guild, that you here are the leader of all of these individuals. So, absolutely, we're going to be providing free housing and amenities for all of you during your stay, and your identification almost complete.
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse you? What did you call me?
I'm sorry, Miss Magone, is there an issue?
Her name is Snow.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, yes. Oh, pardon me. No, that will also be written down on your identification, your preferred name, but we do also like to have your actual name down in the database.
Absolutely. No. Excuse you. What?
How do you know that?
I'm sorry, Mr. Patel, is there an issue?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, who else knows
Me
this?
and Mr. Skavorsky over here had a wonderful conversation.
Sikorsky.
Skivorsky.
Who's that?
Sikorsky, how's it? What? Go again.
Sikorsky, like, well,
Sikorsky? Okay.
yeah, Sikorsky.
Me and Mr. Sikorsky over here had a great conversation.
Elias
And he
points.
motions over to Daniel.
Hang on.
Elias points in Daniel's Sikorsky.
What are all of our real names?
I'm not expressing my name to anybody.
This isn't a laughing matter at all, Miss Nikolvarov.
Nakova. I knew it.
Elias gets chills down her spine and pulls out her sword.
Oh, no. Daniel's thinking this, not saying this.
What's her name? What's her first name?
I am sorry. I don't believe you're addressing me correctly.
Oh, am I not? Annika Nikolvarov.
Anna kind of.
You see Elias's face look like death. She gets pale in an instant.
Wait. Quick question, big tall man. Does that mean you know where we're all from?
Elias rolled low on her will, so her hands are trembling.
Okay.
Daniel is
I'm
going to put his hand on. Well, actually, no, he can't do that on her shoulder. She's too tall.
No, you could reach her.
You could reach her shoulder.
You can touch her hand that's shaking.
Daniel's going to reach up and hold Elias's shoulder to try and steady her.
She's not that much taller than you, Daniel. Okay.
Wait, do you know where we're from, Mr. Tall Man?
I know everything I need to know.
Wait, where am I from? You don't know where
I
I'm
believe
from.
you should stop talking.
I just want to see if he knows where I'm from. That's all.
Elias now points her north and south.
Daniel is going to use his other hand to slowly lower Elias's sword so nothing gets too stabby.
Oh, right now I believe that you're at Boston attending university.
And where exactly is Boston?
From my understanding, it's in the United States.
How do you know where the United States is?
We have a database which collects information for all of us.
Okay.
Will I believe that we will believe?
And he
we will be
looms back.
living.
Quick question.
And he begins to loom back over Elias. I don't like you. There's too much red tape, too much redacted information. I hear you're supposed to be for the people, but tell me, Annika, are you for the people if the common folk don't even know your name?
I don't believe Annika is the word you're supposed to be using. My name is Dean Goldberry.
Of course it is.
Where's the
She rolled really low on her will. Elias is physically and very, very noticeably trembling.
Okay. So, 2 questions. Where are your guys' headquarters located?
Oh, like 3 blocks down the street over
3
that
blocks
way.
down that way?
Large marble building. You really can't
And you
miss it.
said there's a database there, correct?
Oh, absolutely there is.
And is that publicly accessible?
Absolutely not.
Thank you so much, very tall man. And then second question, where is she from?
Excuse
Points to
you, that
Elias.
is not nice.
All we were able to find is that Annika Nokovarov was born and raised in Moscow, Russia.
Yep, okay, figured. Okay, look, I have
That
nothing
is not true information.
Elias, just want to let you know, I literally have no problem with
Shut-
that. I just wanted to know.
It would be best for you to shut your mouth.
How
See, here's the- I just-
how about we talk about this stuff later, not in the middle of like a street?
I'm sorry, you seem to have your information incorrect.
Oh, do I? Then please correct me.
I'm so sorry. Well, actually, the database that you're drawing from happens to be just completely, it's been infected by a virus.
Really? Then please, Amelia Magone, please do tell me what we need to update in our system, because we used to have a terribly awful time getting the proper identification and background checks for everyone, and we strenuously tested this system, and it is proven to be 100% factual, and it has actually expedited the process from taking weeks, if not months, to but a mere day.
What system is this?
It was actually gifted to us.
By who?
Recently.
By who?
Elias is still trembling. Daniel, you are touching her. Are you trying to console her, or do you realize how much she's shaking?
Okay, to be fair, Daniel has the emotional intelligence of a brick. So, like, he's trying. He's really trying.
Elias is what you would be, what is commonly referred to as tilted. She's not in a sound mental state right now.
Oh, yeah, that was obvious.
Oh, well, yeah. But the smallest thing could tip her over the edge. She rolled extremely low on her will.
The database, the system and database was provided by a anonymous benefactor, and it was handed down from none other than Benedict Don Terra himself, a member of the High Council. We don't know where he obtained this great device, but he immediately gave it back to the people for governmental use and identification.
How generous.
Have you ever come across someone with the name of Bellero or Draken or any of those? Have you come across either of those 2 people?
Personally, I have not encountered either of those individuals.
Okay.
Sal,
okay.
don't do it. Don't.
Don't do what?
This is dangerous.
Well, what's dangerous about him? He's just very tall. It's
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to be very cordial right now. You don't want to see me when I'm not.
Snow hides Selena behind her.
She is shaking, and you do hear her at one point scream and go, eek! And then there are just snakes all over the ground. Snakes! Oh,
snakes! Okay,
all right,
great.
bye, tall man.
And you do see as a number of people scatter from the street side, and Stefan himself does, if at all possible, somehow get more wide-eyed at the sight of snakes.
Make it stop. Make him stop. Kill him. Somebody kill him. Do it.
Oh, Elias is close.
What all do you do upon the summoning of snakes?
I am going to inspire courage.
On the snakes?
Yeah, on the snakes.
And
how many snakes are there?
There are a lot of snakes.
I want you to know that Alias has not left her eyes off of Stefan. She has had him in a deadlock death glare ever since he has said Nikirov.
There are 17 snakes.
Oh my
currently.
God.
All right, cool. I'm going to play a very stereotypical Arabian song to charm those snakes.
No, what? What are you doing? So, no! God!
What are you attempting to do with the snakes?
To get them to attack the tall guy.
So am I rolling initiative for combat right now?
No, you're rolling initiative for assassination. That's
Oh
combat.
God, I hope not.
Snow is going to jump onto Nichia's back and pull Selena up with her if possible.
Okay.
Oh, snakes! Oh, how terrifying. I'm gonna get out of here.
And it would appear as if Stephen does motion for all of you to get away. Don't worry, dear citizens. We will take care of this. I'll meet up with the rest of you later. And it seems as if he is currently motioning towards the snakes, and it does appear as if he pulls out a gun from his side.
Is it like a pistol type gun?
It does look like a pistol.
This unnerves Alias even more, which is saying something.
And he starts unloading on these snakes.
With the smile on his face?
With a smile on his face, with a giant grin the entire time. It looks like he is loving life.
Is Daniel able to see what kind of pistol this is like? Is it steam driven? Is it a semi-automatic? Is it like a revolver type? Is it a semi-automatic revolver type?
It is a compressed air pistol, but it is also a semi-automatic. So it looks like for the propulsion element, it does not use gunpowder and basic combustion ignition. It uses compressed air as its propulsion. But it seems to be hitting just as hard, if not harder, than standard combustion pistols. But he looks like he is loving life as he is unloading with his pistol. And it does seem like if any of them gets close, he has a really long knife in his left hand. He's shooting with his right and has a knife in his left, and he stabs any of them that get near him, and he shoots the rest. And another of other individuals, but all seemingly in black coats, there seem to be 4 or 5 of them, scurry out of some of the various nearby government facilities and begin assisting him.
Snow basically just says, run! Just run!
Does Snow
She
start
takes
running?
off with Nichia and Selena on the back.
Wilson hops on Angus and begins stride. He grabs Sal.
Good.
And Selena does summon a horse, which is left behind.
Snow pulled Selena up on
Yes.
to Nichia.
It was left behind.
Selena leaves a horse left behind.
Got you.
As Snow and Selena are on Nichia, and Wilson is on the back of Angus with Sal.
So, Elias, do you know how to ride a horse?
Elias doesn't respond. She's still looking at Stefan with her hand shaking and in her with her sword.
Daniel's gonna poke her in the face with its index finger. Elias? Elias? Elias?
Yes,
Do you know how to ride a horse?
I have had equestrian training before, yes.
Okay, good. Can you get on that horse and help us get away from here? Because I prefer not to get bitten by a snake today.
Yes, yes, of course. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Daniel is going to try and get on the horse with Elias.
Elias mounts the horse.
All right.
With Daniel in front of her, but she has the reins.
Okay.
I am going to require from both of you a ride check.
That is a 17 ride.
I scored an 18, and I have
All right,
nothing
both
to
of you
ride.
are perfectly fine and are able to maneuver this horse and eventually catch up with the rest of your compatriots as you are hurriedly making your way down the street, far, far away from this scene.
We're riding out of here.
When do you stop?
Nope.
How far do you go?
Far enough away.
Do you stay within the city limits?
Nope.
You try and get out of the city?
I try to get out of the city.
So are you just trying to exit through one of the main gates?
Angus can trample.
How do you intend on getting out of the city?
I don't want to attract attention to their wall. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that to them.
Okay, I just want to know.
I basically shot back to Wilson. Which way?
Where are we going?
Out of the city.
Out of the city. Oh, goodness. Well, we are currently closest to the west gate. The east gate. We could head out there. Then we'll be out on the outskirts.
Let's get out of here.
If you just, I'm pretty sure we're at the epicenter of the city right now. So the way we're running, if we just keep going down this road, eventually we'll hit the main gate.
Let's do it. Just get out of here.
And is everyone following in tow?
Yes.
I don't have a choice.
You are saddled in front of Elias, but she has the reins. You are set in front of her just so that she can make sure that you're safe.
but her arms are long enough to reach around you without any problem.
Bolting down the streets, you all eventually do find yourselves, after but a few mere minutes, you find yourselves at a very large gate once again. It seems that the walls are 60 feet tall here as well, but it seems as if there is a rather large opening, and there are a series of individuals all in gray cloaks as well. And you all barrel through the front gate, and as you do, they all wave. Just 3 of them on either side, 6 in total, just waving.
Said they were in white cloaks.
These ones are in gray cloaks.
Does Daniel notice if they share, aside from the coats, do they look similar to the other guy that we had previously encountered?
Other than the clothes, not so much. They are all various differing heights, none of them anywhere near as tall as him. They all seem to be about an average human stature and build. Some of them wearing glasses, some of them not. They all don't seem to be carrying any weapons on them currently, but all 6 of them, 3 on each side, are just waving.
Are they smiling?
They are all smiling as they wave.
Oh, that is terrifying.
Again, not nearly as creepy as a smile. Their dimensions and features are at least more comforting than the previous gentleman you had an encounter with. Proportionally, their smiles do not stretch as far and concerningly as the previous individuals. They all seem like average, normal people, but they are smiling and waving as you leave.
I personally want to get out of this entire city. I don't want to be even inside this place. I want out. I want to find Den, and I want to get out of here. That's me.
I just look at them with the biggest cringe face I've ever seen.
All right, so once you make your way out of the city and you go across to the bridge, that bridges the gap, which is effectively a giant moat almost, that is like almost 20, 30 feet wide and seems at least 100 feet deep. And you get across this bridge and you are once again in the outskirts. Where do you go?
How do we get out of this place? I want to leave this floor. Asapo.
The floor? Snow, we don't even know where the exit is. We barely know what the floor is.
I don't want to be on this floor.
This is my only experience between trees, snow, and creepy gangly man.
We got to find Den. I cannot do this. I cannot have... First off, the database that needs to be destroyed. That's not okay. They shouldn't have that information. That information's not okay for anybody to have. That's the whole point. That's what I've been saying. Don't share your information online.
That's from registration, so that actually makes perfect sense. The timeline lines up perfectly.
Are we all in a place that we can hear each other, or are we still riding?
You are all riding, but you have slowed your pace down now somewhat since you are outside of the main city gates, and you are along the tracks of what seems to be a steam glider with the scorched earth in tow, and you seem to have all of these shambled, ragged houses nearby, and you are officially in the outskirts of the town.
I can assure you it is something that has to be different from just the system admin information. It's not the same.
It's definitely not the same. And the problem I have with this is no other NPC world in this game has ever had this information. They only refer to us by our actual usernames.
Well, it's not that. My real name wasn't even in my registration.
Oh, that is doubly concerning.
There would be, and Alias is still kind of trembling. There would be no way to get that information. It's highly classified.
Maybe for your own classified sake, you should not disclose that it's never mind.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like you all didn't hear it.
Well, look, I could honestly care less.
Oh, no, don't even
I just
even
wanted
try.
to catch you. Look, to be
You were the one that was prying information about me.
Because
I cannot
it's pretty
begin.
obvious that you're lying about something.
Maybe I have my reasons.
Besides the
Exactly, but our lives depend on each
besides
other.
the point right
It is-
now.
It
Thank
is
you.
the point.
No,
our lives
no.
depend on each other.
Sal.
It is.
Sal,
It's
shut up.
beside the point. We do not want to encourage them to look into other players.
That, and you explicitly asked for information about me, about where my whereabouts was, my real name. That is highly inappropriate.
We can sort through
that's
this in a moment. Not right now. Let's just figure out what we're doing next.
To be fair, we already came a life of death, and we don't even know half of each other's names.
What will you do now?
I could you guys literally I changed my username to Ash and none of you started calling me
me and
that.
Daniel
So
have always had the appropriate first name, but I mean, I thought I was okay with it, but the more I think about it, it is kind of nice to know who you guys kind of are.
Oh, I'm just incompetent at setting this up. That's, yeah.
But that's appreciative. I appreciate your incompetence, Daniel.
Daniel's going to look at him with a confused expression on his face and be like, okay, thanks.
I mean, how am I supposed to trust you if I don't even know you?
What he said.
You're not supposed to trust me. You shouldn't trust anyone you just meet off the bat. I don't trust any of you.
Well, then why are you traveling with us? Why are you part of our guild?
It isn't necessary. I got it as far as I can on my own.
Also, ow.
Snow slides off Nachia's back and just slumps down to the ground. I guess I just wanted to keep thinking that there was still an aspect of a game to this.
Well, it doesn't feel like a game, not now.
Here, Wilson, punch me in the face.
All right. He doesn't punch you in the face.
I'll happily oblige.
He does like punch you in the arm, but gently.
That hurt. That
Alias
hurt.
walks over.
That's not a game.
Alias walks over to Sal when he says that, because I assume we all dismounted.
More than
Sure.
likely.
Yeah, Alias. Punch me in the face, Alias. Do it.
With
Daniel is going to
Do it.
ready a healing spell.
Do it.
Yeah. That is 25 to hit.
That hits, and it does 3 damage directly to your face.
She is putting full force into this.
Oh, what's your strength?
Just 1.
Okay, so you take 4 damage.
Okay. Point is, I stumble back. I fall to the ground. Oof. You know, there's very clear redness in my blue face.
Give me a good oof.
Ugh.
That was a very terrible.
She just
fake.
punched you.
Imagine if I punched you in the face right now. How you? That is so.
Mohit's
fake.
so good
This
at
is terrible.
faking.
Alrighty.
He's really bad at faking. Okay, continue.
Quentin, actually punch him.
Oh, I can.
So the point is that really hurt. Okay, in real life. So we all depend on each other. Okay, and I need to know if we can depend on you.
Are you talking to Alias?
I'm talking to Alias. Yeah.
We don't need to know somebody's name to depend on them. There are still aspects of a game. I don't care what her real name is. I would ask that you wouldn't lie to us so much, but that's about it.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah, it just.
Also, do I have to sign like a non-disclosure agreement to not like disclose your existence?
It's not my choice.
So do I need to talk with somebody like your boss to sign a non-disclosure agreement about talking about your existence?
Oh,
Is that like a proposal? That sounded kind of like
That sounds like a proposal to me.
that sounds like a
Yeah.
proposal.
No,
I'll take it.
Do you guys say
Ship
that out
it.
loud?
Yes.
No, it's not the time.
We're all thinking about it.
Daniel is now very confused by what they mean.
All right. I mean, Snow, where do you expect us to go? It's going to get cold. We're still in the outskirts. If we tried to go out into the forest right now, it would be dark by the time we got there.
I know, but we have to find Den. He was going to guide us on this floor.
Where do we even begin to look for
I
Den?
don't know. He'll find us when... I guarantee you, he's like Spirit Man. He'll find us when he can.
So
Are you
you
sure?
want us to leave, granted the very creepy man, the place that was just offering us food and shelter, to go out into the wilderness.
That's exactly what they were saying. They're all basically trapped here because the only access to food and shelter they have is this place.
I mean, he has a pretty good point. The only access to food and shelter we have is this place.
We have Daniel, who's really good at building things.
And we have sub-zero temperatures and no rations.
I have rations.
How many rations do you have left?
The Daniel man can make
That is
food
bland
appear.
food, though it is appreciated.
He can make food. We have the ability to survive.
Do we? We don't even know where we're going. We should hatch a plan first.
I vote that we blow up the entire city.
No, there are innocent people there, but
That would be stupid because there's NPCs and I would prefer for them to not all perish.
Yeah, but also, isn't this tall gangly man also an NPC? And don't certain people kind of want him to perish, it seems?
Yeah, I don't know why we just didn't let the snakes do their job.
Maybe.
we did let the snakes do their job. He killed them.
You
yeah.
pulled me aside before I could inspire competence or courage.
You were trying. I don't know what you were trying to do. You said something about charming them, and I'm like, no, those are our friends.
You want
No.
honesty? Honestly, I was about to stab that man. I
Yeah.
was around 3 seconds away of
You-
impaling him
I
with
really
this
don't know
sword.
why Elias
Everyone,
didn't do that.
roll a perception here real quick for me.
25.
15.
17.
34.
You all hear Selena crying on the back of Nachia.
Snow runs over. Are you okay? What's wrong? Oh, the snakes.
He shot Sam and Susan and Samantha
They all have S
They all have
names.
really long S names. I see. Oh,
and Samson.
come here. Come. It's okay. It's okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do this to you.
They were an honorable distraction, but they died in vain.
In vain.
I mean, we got out, but where are we gonna go?
Well, Selena, you're a druid. Why can't you just ask some of the animals where a safer place is. Or maybe they can help us find Den.
Snow has a good point. Don't you have bird friends?
I could try talking to the birds. As long as they don't die.
I'm so sorry about that, but we did have to get out of there.
Alias walks over to Selena and puts her hand gently on Selena's back. Their sacrifice was honorable.
I'll have to make little tiny burial tombstones for them later.
Maybe
Alias thinks that's adorable and says, "Oh, I will help you."
for now, what we can do is we can go back to the river and we can follow along the river. As long as the river's not frozen over, it means it won't be too cold. Moving water is always a good sign.
I mean, the temperatures seems like it's kind of stable, but based off of where we are in the season, it looks like we may be getting to the end of summer, going into fall, which means it's getting colder.
Summer. Oh.
Well, maybe we can find some caves or something along that line. I do not want to be in that city. I'm not comfortable with everything that's going on.
I completely agree with Snow.
I don't know. Daniel, what do you think?
On the one hand, Wilson does have a point that it is really the only warm place with good food around here for at least some distance.
Also, on a side note, not to cut you off, Daniel, it also has the means of production for Daniel to make things if we wanted.
That too, and I would like to have some armor again. That would indeed be nice.
Here's the question. At what price? What are we willing to sacrifice in order to get this?
I'm getting to that, don't worry.
Okay, I'll let you speak.
But Snow also has an excellent point that the data tracking of this floor specifically, creepy is not the word. It's not enough of a word. So
Invasive.
Terrifying?
terrifying.
Disturbing.
Destroying that system should be a priority at some point.
So, and how are we supposed to do that if we're not here, though?
I think we need Den's help.
Wait a minute.
That would make sense. He's
I-
forest guy. This is city. He hates city.
I literally have no idea who Den is, but I'm just going to nod in agreement.
Neither do I. I love they have explained that he is not a cave system.
I have been told a tale of a majestic woodland ferryman,
Yes.
someone who dances across the sky
Wait, what?
and is the embodiment of all attractive men.
He is the embodiment of all attractive men. Beside the point.
Thinking about Selena's comment of all, he's the embodiment of all attractive men, Daniel thinks, yes, but Wilson is here.
But also, Snow just realizes, oh wait, no, Selena, that's Callahan's sister. I can't encourage this.
Oh, no.
I can't be encouraging naughty thoughts of this.
Alias shakily raises her hand. Snow might be to my detriment, but I do believe something else should probably be mentioned. You realize that the tall, gangly Stefan man targeted me specifically, saying that he doesn't like me? I mean,
Yeah.
not
See, that
that-
I don't understand.
What? Did you hear why?
Because he couldn't get all your
'Cause he
information.
couldn't get all
He
your
said
information.
red tape, which means they are not infallible. They cannot gain everything.
However, the information that they did get is very concerning.
That means that they must have access. They must have more than just what we signed up for, like you
They
said.
have more access
It
than
also-
just the servers of this game. They have internet access.
If that's the case, that has to not be a game feature, and that has to be some player, maybe
Listen
a
to
hacker
this.
who injected code.
or
It's not just internet access. It is worldwide security access.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be some hacker in the game.
I don't know
No.
if that would be a hacker.
Listen,
that could be.
Sal, this is a part of the quote-unquote game. I believe now this game was released with the full intention of gaining the information of international security.
Also,
That's a very
Sal,
good point. That's a
remember-
very good point.
This is a literal matter
This
of
is a-
international security.
And while we're all in a coma, they're probably selling our data to advertisers.
That's his greatest
I mean-
concern.
Alias pushes her fingers up to her temple, not to her temple, the fur of her brow. I think you need to think bigger than that.
I
you
agree.
realize
Out of game, that's what I do. It's in real life, so I do know how easy that is.
this is not just some game. This is a matter of international security. Your US information, my Russian information, Japanese servers, everywhere is nowhere is safe.
Question
The fact
is,
that they know this stuff, one, the fact that my stuff is not on the internet, my information is not World Wide Web. I don't have any social media. I have never played any video games before. I am not on any forums, or I barely use a computer at all. The fact that they know who I am means that they have more than just internet.
yeah.
That's
fair.
terrifying.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, the only thing I can think at this point, I agree. That database needs to be destroyed.
The game devs probably know who you are and where you live, not to mention your credit card information.
The question is, why would they
Well, they
even
know that.
care? Well, yeah, they already have that.
Yeah.
But why would they care so much?
Think about this, Snow. What would you
Unless-
do if you had the ability to look into people's minds and control what they know?
I don't know. I would say we could all eat ice cream and enjoy ourselves.
That's a really wholesome thought.
I really like that. What do you think if someone
More malicious.
evil, vile,
That sounds like a great ice cream flavor, by the way. More malicious.
More malicious. Maliciously chocolatey.
Beside the point. No, I get it.
Maliciously delicious.
I already knew that a lot of, well, not a lot of, I already knew that people who entered this game entered it with malicious intent, but now I'm thinking it's a little bit more than that.
Wait. We entered this game because wasn't there like a reward or something for beating it?
You entered this game for that reason.
I did, and I came in because I was like, "Ooh, this looks
no,
cool."
I came into the game to market myself.
I'm pretty sure the reward was only posted after we were all trapped to incentivize us.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that would be fair.
And also, that's way more nefarious now, considering that several actual people have died.
More than several.
Several?
More than
It's
several.
been more than, what, 5,000?
Not
5,000?
that, hundreds at least.
Hundreds. I thought
Mercy's Guild has tried to stifle the amount of people who've actually died, but not too many people are able to get away without fatal injuries. Some people have lost limbs and organs, and I don't know how that affects them in the real world.
Oh
Well,
my god,
all I know is that.
harvest our organs.
Well, all I know is also that a lot of people just haven't been progressing.
Some people have lost the hope to move forward.
In that case, guys, it's on us to.
Well, it's not just us.
no.
I mean, at least Dark Guild's up there. But when we came up here, remember, my concern is the guilds that have been detrimental to other players, like Epitaph and the Fourth Seal. Those
they
two
doing-
groups.
Maybe they are doing this not only intentionally, but under the, what is it?
Guys,
Under the, what is it called? Like, out of character. When somebody's working under someone when they're taking order.
Subordinate.
Under,
minion, just underling, minions,
Subordinate.
control.
okay. Under the influence of somebody else's intent.
That's possible, but I mean, I'm just saying that we don't even just have to worry about the world. We have to worry about other guilds.
Yeah, Dark Guild or other guilds.
I don't
might
think Dark
be
Guild's the problem.
Oh, this
targeting
is
others.
supposed to be a simple mission.
To be fair, Dark Guild did have some questionable practices. Speaking of which, let me message somebody over there. Pops up message. Draken. Hey,
Real quick, roll a perception check for me.
I roll a perception check.
Who's that Draken guy? He's a hunk.
20.
Actually, no, finish your thought.
Okay, I was going to send a message to Draken. Hey, so have you been to floor 15 yet?
No. Well, kind of.
Don't go to the city.
Oh, what, those people? No, they're chill.
The city?
Yeah.
The people that have all your information and know your name?
Don't worry. Look up.
I look up.
It's hard to see over the white backdrop of the clouded sky and some snow flurries that are dancing around right now, but you see as an owl is coming towards you, and it seems to float down. Real quick, back in
It's a bird.
Lunka, remember when I said you saw a raven in the doorframe?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Does
I do.
anyone remember what happened after that?
I was about to. I was going to ask you about that at some point.
Does anyone remember what happened after that? I know someone rolled really high on their perception.
I did. It was me.
I told you that the raven got knocked down,
Mm-hmm.
but it was picked back up and flown off by a
You did
snow
not
white
say
owl.
that.
I
You did
meant
not
to tell
say
you that
that.
it was picked up. It was picked that the raven was knocked down by the werewolves, but it was actually flown off by a snow white owl, and it appears as if it is the same snow white owl that is before you.
Draken, is this your owl?
Oh, what? Snowflake? Yeah.
Why is the owl? It's such a It's so bad. I won't.
Don't bash Snowflake.
I'm not. I didn't say that. I'm thinking it though. I'm thinking it.
Snow, I have a question.
Yep.
What are you talking to? Why
I'm
has bird appeared? Has that bird been following us? He's the one who isn't divulging our information.
I reach out my hand to protect the bird. No, the bird is fine. This is Snowflake. Snowflake is Draken's familiar. Snow messages Draken. Why is your bird here?
Because it can move faster than me.
So you admit that you're slow in more ways than one.
No, I just admit that something that can fly over mountains and trees in a direct cardinal direction can move quicker than a person on foot.
Snow,
Yes.
can I kill the bird?
No,
I do
you-
not trust the bird.
No, wait, hold on. She thinks about this for a moment.
Birds are not trustworthy.
No, we shouldn't kill his bird. It wouldn't be nice.
That's who gave our information to them.
No.
The birds.
No.
I doubt that.
The bourgeoisie did not do it. The bourgeoisie.
It's bourgeoisie. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. I know this.
And why are you sending your bird to us? She sends the message back.
Well, I wasn't sending it to you. It just happened to find you. I'm on my way there. I did want to have a meeting with, I guess, your guild. He put guild in air quotes.
That son of a...
So I'll be in Aerveldum, the main city, later this evening. I expect you there.
Snow closes out of the messages, laughing, irritated.
So what did Draken do / say? Or both?
How did you know it was Draken? Never mind, doesn't matter.
More of a hunch than anything else.
Well, he's in Aerveldum, guys. The place that we just ran out of. And he wants to meet with us.
I am not Christian, but Lord have mercy on his soul.
I don't know if that
Okay.
either contextually makes sense or is grammatically correct. I'm pretty sure it's failing on both fronts.
Wow. Look at me. I am Wilson. I know the grammatically correct sentence for everything.
To be fair, Wilson, she's not from America.
As we recently found out.
Thanks to my investigative journalism.
Yes.
You might not want to push it right now. So, okay.
Yes, Sal. Thanks to you.
Thanks to you looking into my personal information, I will have you know, however, that in where I am from, which is not Wisconsin.
Didn't they tell us where you were from?
Shut
Yeah,
up!
we know.
Well, okay.
It's too late.
Where I am from, my American accent is actually quite good.
It was very convincing.
And my English is even better. I am top of my class, actually.
Why are you
Yeah, I was
here?
about to say, that's a really good question. What are you doing here if you're supposedly a Russian spy?
I never said spy, and that is also classified information.
That sounds like something a Russian spy would say.
Very classified. Okay, so that means that she's here to spy on somebody, but nobody in our group is that important, so I'm not worried about it.
It was not any of you.
You're not wrong, Snow.
Nobody in this group is that important. Okay, all right.
Snow purposefully turns her back towards Sal. Nobody important.
No, it definitely was not you. I happened to run into you guys in stressful situation of Werewolf Town, and the only reason I am with you now is, one, because I am pretty sure Daniel is going to be very useful when he can make stuff.
You just want him for his body.
I want him for the stuff that he can make with his body. And
I love how I watch Daniel just dodge.
I don't think that makes the sentence any better.
I think Daniel just stopped working.
Daniel just dodged. that
Daniel
screen.
EXE has stopped working.
but also because I realized that I have come as far as I can on my own. Yeah. So I guess you guys were like the first option. So I just kind of went with it.
Oh, so what are we gonna do? What was he saying?
He wants to meet with us in Aerveldum.
Who?
Draken.
Not to make an owl pun, but yeah.
Good one.
Does the bird land?
The bird does land in front of you.
Don't look at me like that. I know what you are.
Selena, what is the bird saying? We can confirm if the bird is part of the bourgeoisie.
Can Elias roll intimidate to intimidate the bird? 28 in intimidate.
The bird gets startled and flies off, but as it does, you hear Selena say,
the bird said something about, oh, hell nah, ain't having none of that. I'ma be up out of here. I don't know what half of that means, but...
I think we were supposed to follow the bird back, but if he's gone, I guess we can't.
It is currently flying to Aerveldum.
If it's gone, I guess we can't.
I just looked at it a little bit menacingly to let it know who's in charge here.
Isn't that your I'm gonna poop face?
No, this is my... Okay, they're really similar. Look at me. This is my I'm going to poop face. And this is the I am suspicious of you face, and I am in charge here.
They are the exact same. I'm just saying.
Alias?
No, my left eyebrow is slightly higher on the second one.
Alias, if you could please roll for me a reflex save.
That is good. Oh, wow. It was about to do a 3, then it did a 17.
I won the 3.
That's a 28 in reflex, actually.
Your spidey senses are tingling, and you feel as if you need to step to the side. And as you do, right where you were standing, there is a projectile object falling, as it seemed as if the bird flew overhead and attempted to poop on you before leaving.
See? Birds always working against me. Always. Why? In the real world? In the game? It's some sort of conspiracy.
See, I was gonna say that. That is an intimidate and poop face.
It's an intimidating poop face.
Alias stifles laughter.
I just don't think the bird likes you.
Well, I don't like the bird, so we are on the same page.
Selena, is the bird saying we need to follow it?
It says, and I quote, I'ma be up in his house over there if you wanna come and get some of this.
Snow messages Draken. And it just a bunch of dots, like the typing, but erasing a message. She doesn't know what to say in regards to the bird, but she's definitely thinking, oh my, did you know your bird is black?
As a snow white owl, what are you talking about?
And then she just sends it after like 5 minutes of just typing it over and over again and erasing it.
Draken eventually responds, the bird will lead you to our meeting place. It'll be a coffee shop just inside town.
They have coffee. Ugh. I don't know about you guys. Do you want to meet with Draken?
I don't know who Draken is, so...
Dark Guild leader.
I will punch him
Oh, those
in the
stupid
face.
tropes in the stupid cults? The black coats?
I don't think they're no.
Different
I don't think
people.
yeah.
No, different?
Yeah, so the people in the black coats in the town are NPCs.
Oh, no. Like I told you before, the people with the black cloak.
Yeah. Who are like everywhere, but those are player characters and they're in an in-person actual guild.
Yeah,
those
and they're
people.
like really pushy and also kind of ominous.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, that's them.
That's them.
So this is the leader of them. Is he really pushy and ominous and annoying?
I assume he's the leader, to be fair. He might not actually be. He could be just some low-level schmuck who thinks he can boss us around.
I mean,
well,
he kinda
not
has.
today.
So what, are we not going to meet with him?
What are those other two people in the guild again? There's like Valero, and then there's another one.
Snakebach?
Snevok.
Oh, yeah, Snevok.
Snevok. Maybe Snevok is the leader.
Do not know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's just their gamer tags, I'm assuming.
Oh,
But I will say one thing. He has nice shoulders.
What? Whose shoulders are you looking at?
Ah, yes, the defining trait of somebody. They have excellent shoulders.
Draken has nice shoulders.
why would these shoulders matter if they are detachable? Do you want them?
Oh, got him.
For yourself?
Did you just say detachable?
Anything on the body is detachable with a sharp enough sword.
So then why does anything matter?
It doesn't, honestly, little one. I am so sorry.
Does Draken also have
What a morbid thought
gorgeous
process.
blonde hair?
I have gorgeous blonde hair. And Alias strokes her hair.
I can't remember. Snow, do you remember what he looked like?
Yep.
What did he look
Describe
like?
it to us in full detail, will you?
Yes, Snow. Tell us
Yeah.
your thoughts on him.
Or just a physical description and none of the thoughts.
Or maybe nothing, honestly. I don't really care.
I mean, I haven't seen him, and if we are going to meet up with him or attempt to avoid him, either way, I feel like it would be good if everyone here knew what he looked like.
Idiot. Judging from Snow's reaction.
He wears dark colored clothes.
Oh.
Very specific.
And he has an owl. That owl over there, that one that's flying.
Okay.
The one that sits on his shoulder.
The dumb, stupid owl. Okay.
For some reason, I imagine him shirtless, but I can't remember now at this point.
It's because he wasn't really wearing a shirt.
That's
he just kind
probably
of had
why.
a jacket on. It's more like a trench coat almost kind of thing.
He's an
tailcoat.
He's an edgelord.
He was dressed like Spike from Buffy.
Kind of.
American
That
TV
makes
show,
sense.
Elias.
Why you guys always do these stupid show
He was
movie
dressed-
references?
He was dressed like edgy vampire lord, okay?
Do we know if he's a vampire?
No, he's not a vampire.
Do you know that for a fact? We did
No,
go
I
to a
don't.
vampire floor.
I
and
don't
he could
know.
have turned into a vampire.
He could have.
That would be so weird.
He was pretty tall and scrawny. I don't know, man.
No. he was gorgeously handsome. Okay.
Are you? Wait, this Draken guy, he is male, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so you are male, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
There's nothing wrong
There's
with
nothing
admiring another
Yeah.
man's well-built physique.
Like Wilson, you have great broad shoulders.
Thank you. I really like your skin complexion.
Again, with the shoulders.
Snow checks out his
I
shoulders.
feel like that's tokenism.
But you're blue.
Is blue a token?
I didn't know blue was a token.
We have a token blue person with us.
Perfect. Well, let's get going, guys. Well,
Wait, so where are we going?
I guess we're going in to
Please, no.
the city.
Don't, no, I don't want to, Snow.
Didn't I just create a snake diversion to get us out of there?
Yep.
Yep.
Are you trying to tell me that Sam, Samantha, Susan,
Yep, we're going to
Don't
go through this
forget
again.
Sally.
Sebastian,
Nope, we're going through this again.
Sally?
Okay. How many were there?
I
7?
remember them all being
16.
dudes.
Are you telling me all of their lives were in vain?
Do you want the honest answer or do you want me to lie?
Whatever hurts less. You see as Selena begins to get teary at the thought of all of her snakes.
I'll roll a bluff.
Elias goes over to try and console Selena, as a cute little girl crying is, one of her weaknesses.
The bluff would be a 23 total.
What do you say?
They did not die in vain. They died so we could get away from that man, Stefan, and we did. They did exactly what they needed to, and I'm sure that they're actually okay. They're in snake heaven.
That doesn't sound like a bluff as much as a diplomacy, but good speech, good speech.
You know what, Wilson? Shut up. I said I'm sure they're fine. That's a lie.
And you see she sees she completely ignores the last statement and she kind of just makes like a little cross symbol.
God rest their soul. They'll be perfectly fine. All snakes go to heaven and then eventually get cast out.
You need a snake belt.
A what?
Nothing. With a bow on its head.
I mean, I don't know what this is, but it sounds cute.
It's adorable.
Elias pats her head in order to try and comfort her.
She's fine. She seems like she is handling it very, very well.
So, what are we going to tell them when we come back and they ask why we ran off?
Good plan. Let's disguise ourselves.
There were snakes. We ran from snakes.
I'm severely allergic to snakes.
I'm very allergic to dying, and snakes are poisonous.
Venomous, technically.
I fled because I felt the innate urge to murder somebody, and in doing so, I did not kill anybody.
Elias, I'm going to tell you right now, if they ask...
Okay, maybe we shouldn't be that honest.
Yeah, if they ask, you might want to curb the truth with a lie.
That was curbing the truth.
You need to lie better.
Curb it more.
Wait, I thought you were supposed to be a spy. You should be able to lie.
Oh, I can. I just feel insanely guilty about doing so.
Snow looks at Wilson, who I'm assuming is just across the way. Uh-huh. And looks back at Elias. You work on that spy thing, girl.
I never said I was your spy. You have no proof.
Well, I mean, the really creepy man in
You have
town.
no proof.
We can just ask Stefan.
Stefan!
Stop.
No, Snow definitely says Stefan.
Wasn't it Stefan?
Nope, it's Stefan
But
now.
why would you ask him?
Are we just going to call him that from
I don't
now
know. You
on?
seem to have answers.
Why would you willingly talk to him about anything? Why, especially me? What is your guys' insane obsession with my personal life?
We are not obsessed. You just keep bringing it up.
I don't keep bringing it
Well,
up. You keep bringing it
Well, you
up.
keep saying you're not a spy, which makes me
I
more
keep saying
inclined.
that I never said I was a spy.
Snow
Okay?
mounts up on Nichia and starts walking after the burb.
It's kind of circling overhead.
Snow starts walking in circles with the burb.
Amazing. Wilson gets on Angus and has Selena with him.
Is the horse that Selena summoned for me still here?
Yes.
I'll get on Nichia too. I like dogs.
Excuse you.
That is presumptuous. You have to get Snow's permission.
That is my
Fine, I'll get on Angus. Jeez. All right.
I just imagine him trying to climb onto the
I
already
just want to
full
have
horse.
a moment with Nichia.
Daniel, I assume you're riding with me again?
That would be correct.
Okay.
You two be safe, lovebirds.
So, not appreciated. No
Fine.
offense, Daniel. I do not love you.
No, it's perfectly okay. I want to beat his face in too.
Sal, you can ride Nichia, but Sal, you're sitting in front of me.
Does that mean I could pet his head?
Let's get Ninchia's permission.
You have to get Nichia's permission.
Nichia, can I pet your head?
Roll handle animal
17.
plus your handle animal. It is a skill. It goes off of charisma if you don't have any points in it.
Oh, goes off charisma, you say. 26.
If you don't have a point in it and it's trained, you can't do it.
Wait, yes, he does. Wait, no, he doesn't. I was reading between the lines. You are able to finish it.
Okay, yeah, I can pet Nichia. I'm having a great jolly time. We're going after the owl. Cool.
You sit in front, Daniel. Elias is trying to pick you up to put you on the horse in front of her. Kind of like a child. Can I roll for that?
I suppose. I guess you would have to. Daniel, how much stuff are you carrying right now?
I don't think I actually have that much stuff. I just have my clothing and essentially a pickaxe.
Did you take the spider legs that Sal was trying to hand you?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay.
It's only a 1 modifier.
What was your roll?
11.
No, you attempt to heave this man up onto the horse and carry him, as you said, quote, like a small child, but your large form fails you, and you realize that your stats are not as large as you think they are, and you struggle to even pick the man up off the ground, let alone get him onto the horse.
Well, you can do it yourself.
Daniel gets onto the horse in front of Elias.
I love how both of the guys are in front of the girls on their mounts.
Elias is a lot taller than Daniel.
Also, I can't ride a horse.
Snow, wait, how tall is Sal?
He is 5'9".
Yeah, no, Sal is taller than Snow.
Yeah. I'm tall. Yeah. All of you people are tiny compared to me.
I
smack him on the back of his head.
Yeah.
And as it seems as if everyone is mounted up, the bird begins to fly back into town.
Ride checks?
Sure.
16.
You're not,
I didn't
you're
have to
not
roll.
driving Nichia.
Well, aren't I? I'm in the front.
No, Snow is guiding where Nichia is going. She is having to put her arms around you to reach to his reins.
Having to dodge her head to the side of his body.
Just to see where she's going.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Do not worry, Elias. You are able to successfully pass, and you are able to guide the horse in a straight line following the other individuals. And you are making your way, following the bird overhead, until eventually it does seem to land in front of a small little sign.
I'm just going to say right now, I think this is a bad idea, but I guess I follow you guys.
I know, but we had an alliance with them on the previous floor. We'll see if we can get another one on this one at least.
Sure.
And
the
we were...
Antithesis of Darkness is going to pair up with Dark.
Hey,
Makes complete
we
sense.
could have a positive influence on them.
Wouldn't be the first time we've tried this.
Well, they always say third time is the charm, so...
I'll just use my feminine wiles to charm him.
So the bird is sitting on top of this sign, and it seems like a light flurry begins to come down upon the town. And underneath the bird, you can read the sign, and it says, "The Pot and Still." And it looks like it is a coffee pot and a drinking still, as they are doing a cheers.
Are we in town?
You have walked back in town.
They didn't stop us at the gate?
No, as you walked through the gate, all you saw were the same individuals in white cloaks smiling and waving at you.
Ah, crap. Snow realizes she forgot to disguise herself before she came back in. Pulls her hood up over her head and just tries to hide.
I'm gonna cast invisibility real quick.
Snow.
Okay.
Snow, I don't mean to dishearten you in any way, but I really don't think that disguise is fooling anyone.
My disguise is fine. It is.
Snow, put on some glasses. It works for Clark Kent.
You're right.
Wait, so does that mean that when people are looking, they just see Snow,
Just Snow.
but they don't actually see Snow 'cause she's in a disguise, so they really just see Nichia.
What?
Snow isn't invisible. She just has her hood pulled up over her head.
Okay, but they're not recognizing Snow.
Snow.
Sure, they see a cloaked figure riding a large white direwolf.
Yeah, and I'm invisible, right?
You
We're
are.
making that
You would be
very
invisible.
clear. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know what? The best disguise? I'll take my hair down.
There you go. No one will ever see it coming.
Nope. Nobody will ever see it coming. I'll do it when we get to like a corner.
There you go. Cool.
Perfect.
Well, you're currently right inside of a building. There is an alleyway back a block to your left if you wanted to go there.
She steps back outside, takes her hair down, messes it up a little bit. Perfect. Pulls her hood back over. I'm ready.
So curly. Pretty.
Do not touch. Do you know how hard it is to get the hair like this?
Alias looks at Snow kind of with her raised eyebrow. Do you see how long my hair is? It is this long in real life.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a lot to maintain, but my father will not let me cut it.
You know, you could cut it in game.
That would be going against my father's wishes, and I do
But
not
your
wish.
father isn't here. No, is he?
But if you were to ever see my character or this body in this video game world, he would disapprove.
That's fine. That's your choice. Anyway. Burb. Where are we going?
And it pecks the sign.
I assume inside the coffee shop or what looks like a coffee shop, since they said we were meeting in a coffee shop.
Okay, fine. Snow will go up to the door.
Alias dismounts and holds her hands out to Daniel as to like, I'll help you down.
Does the door fit Nichia?
Cute.
I can't take Nichia and can't do this. Nichia, can you get smaller? Is that a thing?
Oh.
Yep, nope, that doesn't work either.
Yeah, he can.
What?
Boop. And she boops him on the nose, and he slowly begins to shrink.
Did you small?
He's back to his regular size. Oh my goodness.
Those two high pitch.
Daniel, do you take Elias's hands or her offer to help you down of the horse?
Yes.
Wilson, you could have a pony.
Angus will just stay outside.
But Wilson, there's nowhere to... There's no... Wilson, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's no other...
Sit. And Angus does. Right in the middle of the sidewalk, right in front of this shop.
I would keep an eye on him. And the reason is I haven't seen too many other animals around here.
Angus, look at me. And he does that two finger to his eyes, two finger to Angus's eyes, and he does it back and forth a couple of times. Look at me. Listen, you're such a good boy. If anyone tries to touch you, you know what to do. You kick their teeth out. All right? Good boy.
What if it's a child, Wilson?
They tried to touch him. Children are acceptable. They may pet you, but if anyone tries to take you, you know the drill. And he winks and snaps his fingers.
Well, I assume we go in now?
Oh, I thought you were saying the horse snapped its fingers, and I'm like,
Yeah, the horse snapped its fingers.
All right, let's do this. All right, so as Ash,
I'm still invisible.
you go in front, open the door.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, the door is
I'm gonna
invisibly
open the door.
You have to make our entrance like really like freaky by opening the door like that. Like
This is our Halloween special. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
it's almost like we kick in the door. We need ambiance music.
I check out my guitar. You see a floating guitar. It's like
You see a floating guitar as the door opens. What do you play?
I'm playing a spooky song.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
I'm
playing the Halloween theme. Like the dun 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 dun.
Floating guitar
Floating
opens
guitar.
the door, and
Mist.
as the door opens, a cold breeze floods the warm entranceway, and the flurries slowly begin to dance their way inside the well-lit room, as so does a floating guitar eventually glide in, playing an ambiance as the entirety of the rest of the guild enters.
perception.
Perception. But describe the coffee shop to us.
I will do.
That's what perception's for.
That is what a perception is for.
24.
30.
15. I'm just a spooky ghost. Ooh, I have no perception. I don't even know where I'm playing.
Spooky.
You realize when you say these things, they give away your position, right?
I think the guitar gives away his position, to be fair.
Yeah, that just gives it away a little bit more.
I mean, I feel like it's a pretty cool ambient setting with the floating guitar, and you see the strings being plucked, but there isn't a person doing it.
I mean, I guess.
So all of you are able to see the inside of this small restaurant. It seems as if there is a corridor straight ahead from the main entranceway, which seems to go into a back room of sorts, but directly to your right as you enter in, right up along the glass windows which lined the storefront side, there seem to be a series of booths lining the side of the establishment, which is the street-facing side where there are windows, so you can kind of look out into the city street below, as you had to go up a small set of stairs even to get into the establishment. Further in, there seems to be a modest amount of tables placed about, 3 or 4 seem to be strewn around the place with a decent number of chairs and seating. Further in, closer towards the back, there is what seems to be a countertop with stools set about, and you do see a number of workers behind the countertop looking like they're hurriedly making coffee and addressing a line of people currently.
Wait, so this is a busy place?
It's a relatively busy place. It seems like there's about a good half dozen people in line, 3 baristas behind the counter, all working these strange nozzled and levered machines which seem to be pressurized, putting out hot steam and various liquids. And you do see that there is an individual sitting at one of the booths who is currently reading a newspaper.
Steampunk cappuccino.
I don't got steampunk cappuccino as an option, but I think our entrance, ladies or lady and gentlemen, might have been a bit too big. That's fine though.
Yeah, just
it's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's perfect.
I'm not toning it down at all.
No.
You hear you hear a woman scream and a glass shatter on the ground as you hear, floating guitar! And just someone runs off into the back.
What did they say?
I think they said floating guitar.
I heard flatter guitar, and I was like, oh, okay.
Behold! This is the guitar of floatingness.
Ooh,
Alias walks over to the person.
I am the voice of the guitar.
Oh, she ran into the back.
Oh, no,
She
to the
gone.
person in the booth.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I am the floating guitar's voice.
She feels embarrassed to be associated with these people currently.
Okay, so you walk up to the individual reading the newspaper. What do you do?
She taps on the table to get their attention.
The newspaper changes pages.
Hello, are you Drakan?
And the newspaper folds down in half via the individual's thumbs, and you see an old grizzled man with a white mustache and a fedora on.
What? What do you want? Who? You calling me a dragon?
No.
I'm not dragging anything.
No, I thought that were you not supposed to meet somebody? Alias is fidgeting with her fingers.
The only thing I'm about to meet is a fresh pot of coffee and the hot waitress down there on the corner.
Oh, okay. I am sorry to waste your time. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Kids these days.
And she just flips back up the newspaper and continues reading.
Okay.
Okay, so it wasn't that guy.
Can I perception to see if there's any dark cloaked figures
Wait, so
other than Snow?
so I rolled a 30 and that's all I got as the guy in the front.
Snow, you feel something as if a presence has appeared behind you. And then you feel a gentle tap on your shoulder.
Snow turns slowly, keeping her hood slightly covering her face. Yes.
Walks back to the group.
Sure. Well, that's a new form. Haven't seen that one before. Coffee?
She looks down.
And it looks like you all are able to see an individual wearing a rather puffy black coat. It seems to have white fur rimming its hood. And other than that, it seems to go down almost to the back of his knees. It seems to be more of a longer tailcoat. And you see it's as if there's a bow and quiver strung across his back.
I'm gonna approach behind the bow and quiver and say, "You, sir, look like you could use a spooky tune. I am a floating guitar. Bet you've never seen one before."
Snow is a miracle that he hasn't died yet. Honestly, when considering the accomplishments of this guild, I genuinely believe that to be the greatest of all of them.
I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss.
Who is he?
Hi, Draken. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, that's Draken. Yeah, definitely not the old guy over there.
Mr. I Have Shoulders Draken. How's it going?
So you explained what he's wearing. Can you explain his face?
It is, so he is a relatively tall individual. I mean, not tall when you compare him to something like Stefan.
How tall exactly?
So he's around about 6'3".
Okay, so he's
So
only a little bit shorter than Alias.
Yeah, so he's 6'3". He has styled blonde hair. He has muscular and angled figures and a sharper jawline, and it seems like he has somewhat pointy ears.
And is his chest exposed like Snow explained before?
No, he's currently wearing a coat.
Well, hello. I am Alias. And Alias sticks out her hand as to greet him.
Did he have coffee in his hands? That's what I was looking for. I was confused.
He has a tray of coffee, and he's currently offering you a cup.
Snow will take one.
Alias grabs a cup of coffee.
Yeah, how about we just make our way over this way? And he goes and motions towards the table and sits down the tray, and he sits down in one of the booths. You may need to pull up a couple of chairs.
Yep, that's what I thought. Snow will go over to the table and grab a chair to pull over and count everybody in the group and pull over more chairs for them.
You don't need to pull up a chair for me.
Sal, just sit down.
How could I be sitting? I have no legs. Or I am a spirit.
Oh, floating guitar. Take a seat.
Thanks. I need a bit of a shorter seat though, because I'm not that tall. Oh, can you get a shorter seat?
I find him a kiddie chair with like a little riser.
You are able to find a smaller children's seat with riser.
Hey, Draken.
Snow, you may need to accomplish...
I'm not actually a floating guitar.
You may need to accomplish
Sal.
that feat once again, because if this keeps going on for too much longer, I might kill him.
Don't worry.
Please do.
Get in line.
Draken, it's okay. Just, you have to learn to tolerate him. That's what our guild is. Tolerating.
Yeah, that's not what my guild is, and my patience is not nearly as refined as yours, clearly.
Alias gestures to Draken. I like this guy.
Didn't you say you hated their guild at some point?
I never said I hated their guild. I just said that their members were annoying and pushy. This guy, however, he understands.
Draken's mean. What are you talking about?
Fishman, sit down. Drink your coffee.
He understands.
Do you really want to give him more caffeine?
No, but I already paid for it.
Okay, fair point.
Elias will sip her coffee. Is it black?
It is black.
I'm still invisible, so I'm just gonna sit down.
Ooh, floating cup of coffee.
You just see a floating cup of coffee and a floating guitar and a kiddie chair.
So
it looks as if he navigates his menu, and all of a sudden his black fur coat disappears, and you see revealed to be almost like a vest, but it has like a tall collar and it is sleeveless, and he's not wearing anything underneath the vest. And you are able to see his well-defined, chiseled musculature in both arms and six-pack abs.
Snow chokes on her coffee a little bit when that happens.
Oh,
is there a reason you go around shirtless at all times?
it is.
I'm not going to complain too much, but still.
People rarely do. That's why I do it.
Maybe I should do that.
Snow, I think the rules are slightly different here.
I actually would prefer you something a little bit more covered. It's a little bit indecent and immodest to show yourself like that in public. Did you not have a good father figure in your life?
Actually, I didn't. What an interesting turn of events.
See, that is the difference. Modest clothing, immodest clothing. As good father, loved her daddy.
From Russia.
Are we just going to tell everyone this?
Yep.
This is not important information he needs to know.
It was kind of a dead giveaway, and I also already knew it.
So? Because of my long blonde hair and blue eyes?
Clearly.
You have blonde hair and blue eyes as well.
So, you're probably wondering why I gathered you all here today. I didn't want to. I just needed her. She's the one who's the decision maker. He points to Snow.
She rolls her eyes.
Unfortunately, it seems like you lot tag along with her. Hence why we are all crammed here in a very small booth.
Well, I am new.
Welcome new. My name's Draken.
Actually, my name is Alias.
Draken, I would appreciate if you at least respect my members. Just give them a little bit of respect.
I don't need his respect.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It makes me feel
I
better.
say in a kitty chair.
You have an invisible fish in a kitty chair and someone with a very thick accent denying the fact that they're a Russian spy.
I never said,
Yeah,
where did you
Draken.
get spy from?
And
What
Draken,
is this?
Do you know anyone who can play any sort of music in your guild?
Yes.
They're called bards.
We have bards.
So I
They're
am
probably awful.
I am classically trained on the piano.
We should start a band.
No.
Oh my god, we'd be so much better than this whole guild. We could literally wipe
No.
them all out.
Anyway,
How about we just focus the conversation on what Draken actually wanted to talk about so he doesn't murder us all?
Best idea all day.
Oh, he could try.
So, where was I? I have a terms of agreement for you. They're very simple. I think you'll like them.
Why am I getting a distinct feeling of deja vu?
Because we've been in this place before.
this is my first time here.
If you turn me into a werewolf, I will kill you.
That wasn't my doing. Don't worry.
Sal, your bark is bigger than your bite. You better calm down.
I could if I wanted to, but I don't.
You're in a kiddie chair, so...
Guitar that's floating.
Okay, so
Thank you. Addressing me by my real name.
Just for the record, your name is now Sal, Ash, Sashay, Sash, and Floating Guitar. Fantastic.
Anyway, you were saying...
I've got a proposition for you all. And that is where we're going to end this episode of the Odd Campaign.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode of Sword Art Online Odd. If you enjoyed that, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow along on our adventures, whether or not it's with this podcast campaign or with the Gage Chronicles campaign. Make sure you follow along and also consider leaving us a rating and review in whatever app you're using to listen to us, because that would really help us out. And we love reading your reviews.
I really do. It's so nice. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing something that people like.
All right. So yeah, besides that, guys, if you want to support us in other ways, consider going to our website, missingroleplayerfound.com, and you can get some merchandise. There's hats, there's t-shirts, cups, and stickers and stuff that you can get there. Or you can go to our Patreon and donate monthly to us, where you can get access to early releases of episodes, GM notes, maps that we make, and a variety of other things. So go ahead over there with the link in the description below, and also consider joining us on our Discord, social media, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those places you can follow us and keep up to date with the latest information. Links are in the description below. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.